back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. We had a good weekend last weekend with 2 winners at the Gold Coast, and of course Data Patch just got beaten for a second as well. It was good to see him still in good form.
Yeah, it could have been 3 winners, so it would have been good. Data just got beat by a better horse on the day. I thought his effort was still great. He'll head back there again next week. Kadiris was awesome first up. She's obviously been showing us a fair bit at home. She's been galloping well, trialling well, so we're expecting her to win well first up, and she did that. It was a beautiful ride from Emily, and Fine Rupert, it's great to see him add a win next to his name. He's been knocking on the door, he's going great. He'll probably win another 1 or 2 from then. He's pulled up enormous, the horse, and heads back to the races Saturday week again for another race on the Poly. So it's great money spinners for their owners, 15,000 between those races, and the owners are very happy with that. So if we can add another 1 or 2 from them, probably Kadiris will have 1 more on the Poly, and then we'll head to the grass with her. She's a nice horse who's been a bit of work, but she was back at the beach this morning and loving life. So really excited to see what she can do later this preparation.
And on last Saturday, we also went to Toowoomba with Sir Rocket and Lighter Boom, which were both unlucky in their runs.
Yeah, Sir Rocket got checked at a vital stage and shunned him back, but I thought his effort was great to pick back up and keep trying all the way to the line. He'll go to 1400 next week, and I reckon they'll be right up his alley. Lighter Boom was awesome. He was the same, copped a bad check as well, was out the back and flashed home. His sexual was really good late. He's going to be cherry ripe third up. He's going to be very, very hard to beat next Saturday. And
last Sunday, we had a few at the sunny coast. Charge On was first up and flew home for a second.
Yeah, Charger Boy, unfortunately, he bled, and he has to have a 3-month ban now, but he was absolutely awesome first up over a distance that's not suited for him, but frustrating, obviously, for his owners as well, but he'll go for a break now, and then he'll be back bigger and better next prep. He's a beautiful old horse who means a lot to our stable. He was in for a huge prep after that first up effort, but unfortunately, of course, the horse comes first, and he'll have a nice break now and he'll be back bigger and better. Saddles was huge, should have won, but he'll head to a race on Monday at Bow Desert. He'll be very, very hard to beat. He's going to back up on the quick back up, and he was also at the beach this morning. He's loving life at the moment. He's pulling up really well after his races, eating everything, so he's maturing into a very nice horse.
And then looking at this weekend, we've got a few runners again. First, we're back to night racing at the sunny coast on Friday night, which isn't fun for us going up there from the Gold Coast, but it's always good racing. Lime Soda drew well in 1,000 metres.
Yeah, obviously wanted to head to Saturday in town. She's been showing us definitely that ability to go there, but she just drew awful on Saturday, so still got the next 24 hours to make up our mind on what we're going to do, but most probably head to Friday night. Looks a nice race for her. Down in the weights, Ash Morgan takes a ride on her. For anyone that probably doesn't know Ash, she's a very, very well-established rider, great rider. He's going to start moving up here and riding a bit more up in sort of northern New South Wales and Queensland, and very talented rider, so happy to be working with him over the next however long it's going to be. Hopefully he stays up here and has a good stint, so he'll ride her. He's been doing a lot of work on her, also Better Be Brief. Poor bugger drew awful, but he's got to go to the races, a big fella. It's all a big game for him at the moment. He's got so much ability. Even the minimal work that Ash has done on this horse, he even said he's just got such a beautiful big stride. He's a lovely horse. It's just immaturities is what he is at the moment, and hopefully he does mature. And I think going to the races, having a trip away from home is going to be the best thing in the world, just spark him up that bit. But he's a horse to definitely follow throughout his career. I think once he gets up over a mile, he's going to be a pretty serious talent. So excited to see him step out for the first time. He's just going to need a lot of luck from the wide draw.
Although we are waiting on Sunday's draw also, he could possibly go there instead, depending on the draw.
Yeah, he could go the 1200. Lucky for him, he hasn't had a start in maidens at the moment. There's nominations coming out of everywhere, so if he draws well Sunday, he might aim there, but wherever he goes, it's just sort of a watch at the moment, see how he goes, because he's just got a lot to learn. But yeah, he's a very nice horse for the future.
And on Saturday at Eagle Farm, Lord Markle will go around in the 1200 85 handicap.
Yeah, a bit of a tricky race for old Lordy, but just getting him fitter. He'll be cherry right, 3rd, 4th up. His coat's starting to come together. He was at the beach as well this morning and having a play around. He's definitely very full of himself at the moment and getting fitter. So bit of a tricky race, but I know how he is. He tries his guts out, and if he gets a bit of luck, he'll be flashing home late.
And just the one runner at the Gold Coast on Saturday, Euphrates Dream backs up from last Sunday.
Yep, on the quick backup, just sort of a bit of a funny old race for her on the last week. I think the backup's going to be the best thing for her. She's a nice mare. Probably may go for a break after this. She's had a bit of a big prep. Talented horse. It's just for her now. She's got to start showing. She does work really, really well on this surface. So hopefully she can draw a nice barrow and she'll be flashing home late over the shorter trip.
And then on Monday we've got Saddles also on the quick backup in 1400.
I think he will be winning. He's going great. He's a lovely horse. Got a lot of time for him. Should have won last start.
That track.
He'll be right. Obviously a big horse getting around the track. Draws well. Pretty confident about seeing him go back to the race again on Monday. He's a very nice horse. Once he gets over the mile, 18, he's going to have a lot of fun with him. But yeah, excited to see him go around on Monday.
And out of all of them runners, what would be your best bet for the weekend?
Saddles. Hopefully the Broncos blow them away on Sunday in the grand final, and then you can have it all up on Saddles on Monday. It'll be a great 2 days.
We also had some trialers at the Gold Coast this week. Hydroelectric was great for his second trial.
Yep, ridden quietly, young Jace on board. Possibly might head to the races Saturday week, but he's a really nice horse, got a lot of time for him, got the most beautiful nature. He's great to do anything with. First time at the beach this morning, and it's like he's been there 1,000 times. Not much worries him. He's just a beautiful big horse, and I think he's going to be a pretty nice horse over in time. He's not that he, obviously isn't already, but I just think as he matures and keeps getting racing into him, he's going to grow into a lovely horse. I think 14 a mile in time, he's going to be, he's going to mix it with some better horses. So Saturday week, I think he'll run a big race on debut.
And Pass the Wine and Mina were in the same trial as well. Yeah,
Mina still learning. Head to the races soon. He's a horse that's going to get over further past the wine. A really nice little horse by press statement. Tough, very tough little horse. Shows up. It was obviously caught wide, and they went fast in the trial. I thought his effort to stick on, run the way he did was really good. He may head to the races next week. Just want to see how he is over the next couple of days. But wherever he goes, he'll run a good race.
And Balchi was another trialer on Monday as well.
Yep, new horse to our team, going well. Just sort of building up his fitness, getting there in the coat. Sort of probably showed from his trial he's a horse that's going to get over a little bit further. So wherever he goes first up, he'll be competitive. He'll probably be flashing home late. Excited to get into the races. I think probably once he gets over sort of 12, 14, he'll be a horse definitely to follow.
And obviously another busy week next week with trials at Deegan and a few runners next week also. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you have some luck over the weekend.
Good luck and go the Broncos.